Hey, everybody. Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to Lindy's Treehouse. It's Thankful Thursday. I'm your host, Paramount USA. Good to see everybody. Come on in, jump in the chat, climb up that treehouse, come visit me tonight. We got lots to talk about. I miss you guys, as always. And I'm always looking forward to Thursday nights because that's our night to hang out and just forget about the worldly, forget about the worldly things, out there and just kind of all hang together and chat and all that stuff. So I'm waiting for people just to jump in the chat. I hope you all are having a great week. My week's been good. It's been good. I got my walk in yesterday. I had to get back in the groove. So I headed over to the gym and I walked the track. And I walked 5 miles yesterday. And it was super, super duper fun. And I came home and wow, 5 miles. That was like my warm up. So I'll go and I'll walk tomorrow. And it'll probably be, I'll walk tomorrow and maybe try and do 6 miles. It depends, because there was a lot of people that were walking the track, so I was kind of trying to sprint past a lot of people because some of them had canes and whatnot, and some of them were just walking like turtles. And I mean, I get it, but I'm one that I have to kind of sprint around the track, So jump in the chat. Let me know if you see me, because I'm waiting for everybody to jump in the chat, and just jump in the chat and say hi. Say hi, Paramount. What's going on? I want to see y'all. So just tell me if you can see me or whatnot. Hope everything's working on my show. It says I'm live, so I guess you guys can see me. And we're going to talk. Remember last week we talked about resolutions. So tonight we're going to talk about transformation. Thanks, Scuba. Dang, I was getting like Scooby-Doo. I was getting worried. I'm like, where is everybody? Oh my God. I'm like, they don't love me anymore. I was going to cry. So I'm wearing my Stay Bad hat tonight because, Daniello is... Daniello, I always say his name wrong. He lives in California. So as far as I saw on Facebook, he's said he's marked safe. So I hope, oh, thank you, Tony, Mr. Vegas. Thank you. I knew I was live and everything, but I wasn't sure because I didn't see anybody in the chat yet. So that's my thing. So anyway, you guys, Robert's doing good. I check with him 5 times a day, pretty much, my son Robert, in California. And he said he's fine. They haven't had any issues or anything. So praise God. So I'm just praying that everybody's gonna, it's Scuba. My TV's been on like all day watching the fires and seeing where they're going and everything. And whew, yeah, it is scary. It's real scary. Especially with with Robert being over with the family and stuff. So I did message him and I told him to jump in the chat. If he wanted to, if he wasn't busy and all that stuff. Yeah, no kidding, Tony. Yeah. Tony said, yeah, that's the same Bible chit going on there. Just saying, it's something. It's something. I tell you what. I just thought, yeah, this is helping me, wear my hat tonight in the spirit and all that, and say, stay bad, stay cool. It's okay. Because it is a lot to worry about with everybody. And so what y'all up to this week? I hope you guys all had a pretty good week. I know like I said, I followed those fires the last couple of days, and it's very, very, very sad. Very scary. because it can happen anywhere. That's the scary part. But tonight we won't have any drama with pom-poms like last week. That Molly's just fine. She never had any issues, so it scared the heck out of me. So apparently I thought she ate something, but she didn't. And I'm amazed because all the craziness last week, on the show, you're all there. I got like 90 views on it, and I have no idea why, because it was turned into a yes. Tony said we better take care of our own instead of keep sending money elsewhere. Not going to get political, but we need to look on our own. Yeah, I agree with you, Tony. I agree. Yeah, I kind of saw some things today that I was like, are you kidding me? And Scuba said, we might get 4 inches of snow. I'm glad we got toilet paper and milk. Yeah. Oh, did you get your boots? The ones with the fur on it, Scuba? I can't wait to see those. I hope you're going to show them tomorrow. Show your boots with the, your muck boots with the fur on the top. Those are fun. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna wear muck boots, you might as well have them look pretty, and make them fun. Hi, Munchkin, I love you, girl. Yeah, you might as well have, if you're gonna wear them, wear something fun. I mean, I bought my rain boots, and they got flowers all over them, and they're fun, and so that's cool. Manly fur. I'm not sure what like manly fur is, but we'll just leave it, we'll just leave it there. Tony said back in the day, we had moon boots. Oh, moon boots. Yeah. Back in the day. You're so old, Tony. Back in the day. And Scuba says fur goes all the way through and keeps my toes warm. That's what it's about. Yeah. My muck boots are okay. They're nothing exciting, but, when I first moved here, 2021, my son took me to the what's that store? One of the stores, one of those, I can't think now, where everybody goes and buys all their hunting stuff and everything. Jake's Sporting Goods. He took me there and he bought me my first pair of muck boots, because who wears muck boots in Arizona, right? And so that's how that all started. But now I have muck boots for snow, and then the other one, my rain boots for the rain. So, oh yeah, thank you, Tony. Judy, if you're listening, happy birthday, girl. I love you. My sister's birthday today, and Robert's birthday is next week. His is on the 15th, and Robert will be 45 already. It's like, holy moly. I mean, geez, like stop growing, getting older, right? 45. Well, my grandsons are all getting big. But I'm waiting for a few more people to jump in the chat, because what's REI? What's that mean? Scuba, REI. So I have to learn, I guess, some lingo or something. I'm not sure. Does that mean like regarding or whatever? Mr. Bill, where are you at? Where's Bill Herman? You got to get Bill in the chat. Yeah, can't stop Father Time. No. REI, or is a sporting goods store? Okay. We have Jake's Sporting Goods over here. It's nice. It's really nice. Well, you probably saw that picture I put on Facebook. With me inside that the shanty. It was a shanty. We walked in, it was like right as you walk inside the store. And so I decided to climb inside the shanty. And then I told my son to take a picture of me inside the shanty with my head sticking out. So poor guy. So I had more fun in that store. Oh my gosh. Be like a kid in a candy store. They're fun to walk around in. They really are. But tonight we're going to talk about transformation, and we're going to talk about all the different meanings transformation. Because remember last week we talked resolutions. And so I thought, I was brainstorming as we do when you're getting ready for the show for like 2 days. I take this really seriously. But I have to say too, just a shout out to all my subscribers and listeners. I so appreciate you so much. My views keep going up, which is cool. I mean, how long? I won't even do this since June, right? And I have over 4,050 views already. So I can't figure that out, but it's okay, And I just got to get those more subscribers going. But I'm having so much fun with it. And I'm just happy to have you all here on Thursday nights. I really, really, really look forward to this on Thursdays. I miss my coworkers. Shout out to Michelle Aldrich. I love you. I missed you. I know you got to make the money. You got to make a living. And Kramer said that she will. My gypsy, she's working, but she'll jump in the chat when she can on her break. So we'll see her. She'll be in the chat in a little while. So I miss them. Oh, is that what it is, Tony? Yeah, last week's show was a circus. I tell you what. Oh my gosh. Yeah. But we all survived it, and no pom-poms though. You may get some koala bears thrown at you tonight, Everybody gets a koala bear. That's a little safer. But yeah, Kramer's doing good needs. Yeah, she's taking care of things. That girl's like working 3 jobs now, but I love her so much. And I'm sure, she gets a night off. She'll jump in the studio with us or whatever. So Will Fly's in the house. What's up, Will Fly? Will Fly. So we're going to start. You know how I always start with my little my saying, my little quotes and everything. And then we'll get into resolutions. And we'll wait because I know Scott Savage, he'll be jumping in the chat shortly or whatever. So because we're talking about transformation and the meanings of it tonight, okay, because I'm going to pick your brains on that. It'll just be kind of fun. I have a book here, and then it says accept change, okay, which I think is kind of appropriate for transformation, talking about transformations. Yeah, well, we did that last week, Tony. I don't do resolutions, Tony said. That's okay. A lot of people don't, and that's all right, but we did the show last week to talk about that because it was after, New Year's or whatever, just to get things going. So anyway, my accept change. All right. Change is the only constant in life, in nature, in society, in relationships, at work, things change. And the change constantly, see it as part of the larger picture. Some see it as normal. Don't fight it. Adapt to it. So it's saying to adapt to the change. So that's like transformation. And then it says they must often change who would be constant in happiness and wisdom. So they must often change who would be constant in happiness and wisdom. So that's kind of cool, right? Because a lot of times we don't want to accept change. We don't want to transform, ourselves. We don't want to transform our relationships and all that stuff. But I was really fascinated with all the meanings of transformation. And there was like eight different things for transformation. So the first one is awareness and acceptance. So I'm going to ask you guys. Hi, Scott. Welcome, Welcome, French Fry. Yes. Welcome, chatters. I'm so happy to have you here on Lindy's Treehouse tonight. Y'all made it up the ladder safely. Nobody fell off the ladder, fell out of the treehouse yet. So that's a good thing, because accidents happen sometimes, you get a little excited or we get really packed up in that treehouse and somebody gets crazy and, falls off the ladder or something. So we don't need that tonight. So let me get your info on the meanings of transformation. The first one says awareness and acceptance. So how many of you have gone through life where you've gone through a transformation and you have to be aware, make an awareness of it, maybe to make it better and accept it or something. Let me hear your input on that, and then I'll tell you what I think. So I look at it. First step is towards change is awareness, and the second is acceptance. So that's good. Yeah, life is always changing. That's right. Yeah, it has a lot of different meanings. And also, I think acceptance too is it's purifying of letting go of negativity. So you're kind of transforming yourself from, thinking negative thoughts, right, to being more positive about things. So like the purity of thought, the purity of transformation. And Scuba said, I got into a lot of trouble young, but I've changed. That's a transformation too. Yes. I had to change a lot of things about me the last few years. I had to learn to let go of a lot of things mentally, and if you don't, some of the things, if you don't, right, don't let go. Tony says some things you can control and there are some things you can't. That's right. And then Scott Savage says going from a desk job in the quality lab at work to being on my feet all the time as a mechanic was a hell of a change. Oh, no doubt. We got some huge transformations in here, and this is really cool. I love hearing from all of you and all your input in the chat. So what about you, Will Fly? What was the first step of your awareness and acceptance? I didn't see Will put in. Maybe he put something in there. I'm not sure. I want to hear from you too, Will Fly. And then we'll go to the next one. Because this is pretty, like I said, this is pretty interesting. I know in the Bible, transformation is said like 4 times in the Bible. I looked it up, was transformation. So yeah. So my change was just to we changed from land dwellers to pilots. There you go. That's cool, Scuba. Yeah. And Scott said I lost 170 pounds in 6 to 8 months. That's amazing. Wow. See, you could be an inspiration to others. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. That is great. I love these. My gosh, I love all these inputs in here. Well, you guys telling me, these different things. This is really cool. I love to hear from my people. Okay, so we're gonna yep. And Scuba said, thanks, Scott. Restarting my diet this weekend. See? Scott, you're inspiring people already on here. I think that's so cool. Okay, so we're going to go to the next one. Will Fly said, that's deep, still thinking. Okay, well, okay. Well, we're all here tonight, so we can, whenever you're ready. Nobody's going anywhere, anything like that. So, so the second one is, all right. Okay, so we said awareness, having knowledge of something, state of being aware. So maybe you're aware of things around you. You're aware of maybe this person that you're married to, aware of somebody's personality, or maybe you're aware of something's waking you up to yourself to be more aware of your habits or something. That's what I say. So give me one, like what made you more aware of something in your growth, your transformation? What made you more aware? Little things, mine was just changing my, like I said, train of thought. I had to be aware of where my mind would be going sometimes, and that I'm like, no, I don't want to go there, into something that was going to hurt my mental health, as the saying goes. And so that's why I think now I'm very as far as getting into another relationship, I'm not ready, and I'm aware of that I'm not ready to get in a relationship. There's still some healing here and there, you all can understand, and so I'm aware of that I just every day you just do what you got to do. But without all the changes in my life, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. I wouldn't be growing like I am. So Will Fly said, the passing of my mom and dad, life is precious and short. That's for sure, Will. That definitely. Yeah, and it is hard. I mean, I lost my dad 2 years ago. My mom's 97. She's still, I called her last week, and she's, wow, just talking to her, it's just like, it's my mom. And Scuba says, I can't remember why I walked into a room sometimes. Yeah, I do that too. Yeah, that's an everyday thing, right? Okay, so we're going to go on to the next one. We said acceptance, and that's taking something. Okay, now acceptance. This is cool because acceptance has a lot of different meanings. Acceptance, taking something given to you, friends acceptance, or apology, or believing in someone. So have you had to ever encounter that you accepted somebody's friendship, or maybe somebody said something to you and you didn't like it, so you wanted an apology kind of thing? So what's your input like on acceptance? Like maybe somebody gave you a gift and you're like, oh, or things like that. So I want to see your input in the chat about acceptance, what it means. I'm so glad that you guys are all leaving those comments. And that's why I love doing the show and picking out different words and stuff that have to do with life, and everybody get together and just kind of think. So no, we're not really. I'm just talking about life or whatever, and acceptance can be a good thing. I'm happy with myself. I'm accepting that I'm single, and that's the way it's going to be. But I don't intend to put any drama in here. Accept things you cannot change. That's right. That's good, Scott. Yeah, I like that. That's why I looked up all these words and stuff. And Scuba said, I try not to hold grudges against people, and people should accept you for who you are. Very true, Scuba. And Will Fly said, I accept that I'm going to have to hang out, Tony Rosano at the fly-in for Gage. That's funny. That is funny. Right, Scuba? There you go. I love that. I can feel the love. I can feel the love coming through this, the screen right now, through my computer screen. I can feel the warmth of all of you. Like we're all sitting around, we're sitting around in the treehouse, and we're just like, you're the coolest dude either. I'm glad you're my friend, kind of thing. Okay, so the next one, we're going to move right along. The next one, okay, letting go. And that's one of the things of transformation. And that's things I work on every day, because, sometimes you want to hold on to the past. Another one could be leaving a job. Another one could be maybe it was a friendship that didn't work out. And, or letting go, releasing a hand or a grip. So kind of like when you're flying, you're holding on to your trims or whatever they call it. And, you're getting ready to land, or you have to let go of something to land. That kind of thing. So letting go, that has a lot That's got a lot of meanings too. So letting go can be a good thing, right? Letting go is always a good thing. And my picture is letting go. Like, how many of you used to love to go on the swing set? And you're swinging, right, on the swing set. And you let go of those chains, right? And you jump off into the air on the ground from the swing set, right? And isn't that exhilarating? Because you're letting go of the swing. You're letting go of those chains that are holding you back, right? As you're swinging back and forth on the swing set, on the swing, and you jump on the ground, It's kind of like setting yourself free, right? This coolest thing. And Scott says sometimes it's letting go of people. Yes, very true. Very true. Hi, Bill H. Welcome, dear. I'm glad you made it tonight. Bill H in the house. Everybody say, hi, Bill. Bill's in the house. Thank you so much, everybody. If you're watching or if you just turned on to view or to listen or whatever, I'm Paramount USA, and this is Lindy's Treehouse. And we're here every Thursday night. And we just talk about life and things and friends. And we just kind of get together in the treehouse. And we laugh and we share stories, and it's fun. Scott, so, jump in the chat, say hi. Scott said, I can't remember the last time I was in a swing. I can't either, actually. But I remember going to the parks and stuff. I loved the swings. Oh, yeah, as a kid, Will said, as a kid, we used to swing as high as we could, then at the apex to let go, flip, and hopefully land on our feet. Yeah, I remember the swing set in my yard when I was growing up. And remember the swing set? That's a sex swing. No, Tony, no, sex swing doesn't count. Oh, Lord. Mr. Vegas, what am I going to do with you? I just remember, like I said, I had a swing set in my house. In my backyard, in my house. Now that sounds really kinky. See what you started, Tony? And you would swing so high, but my dad didn't have the swing set cemented down kind of thing. So I remember swinging. You would swing so high, and the whole swing set would lift. I know. I guess my dad. Yeah, that's true. Swinging over the bar. Yeah, I guess my dad didn't think about that. But I just remember. Tony Will Fly says that Tony, not sure. Send pictures of verification. That's funny. Okay, so moving right along because we have other things we're going to do here. Okay, adaptability. Something produced to adjust to different conditions or uses or meet different situations. Now that's pretty deep. Adaptability. So we're talking about adaptable, maybe. I think to adjust to different conditions. Yeah, I had to. LOL. The joists broke when we used it. Oh, gosh. Tony. Mr. Vegas. Good Lord. I'm not adjusting. It's cold outside. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've been to it. It was a lot of acclimating, as the saying goes, to the cold weather. Yes. And yeah, it gets cold. But you learn, though, you got to dress for it. That's all. You dress for it. And it's not like I have to be out in it every day. I don't have to shovel snow. It does have its perks, living in an apartment. I don't have to worry about that. I just put my muck boots on and run the garbage out. The garbage bin is like out in the parking lot. But I just, wear my muck boots and make sure in the wintertime I don't fall on my butt, as the saying goes. So we said adaptable. Yeah. So I've been the last few years. Yeah, I had to adapt to a lot of things here, a lot of different things. Michigan, and then it's like, Lindy, you're not in Arizona anymore. I mean, I had to I had to get some more. I had to get like better winter clothes, winter clothes and stuff. And you guys are still talking about the swing. That's not where the conversation was supposed to go. Okay, I'm talking swing set, not going to the SEX swing. Oh my gosh. Where's my girls in the chat when I need them? Oh my gosh. Where's my Angela? Save me here, Angela. Save me. I mean, good gosh. So, okay, you guys. So tell me about adaptability. What did you like? What different things you have to adapt to in your life? There should be adapters that came with the swing set. Oh my God, you guys. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. I just want to know what, that you have to adapt to different conditions or whatever, not swing sets. We're already off that subject now. We're moving right along. See, talk about adapting to changes in your life, that kind of thing. So whether it be getting remarried, maybe you got a new girlfriend, you're adapting to the relationship, maybe you got a new pet, and you're trying to get used to each other, those kind of things. And Will Fly said we all went through major adaptation with the ridiculous COVID shutdown. Yes. And Scuba says, I could see it when it broke. Must have looked like a flying squirrel. And Tony says, hear that, Will. Yeah. I had to adapt to a lot of things, moving here, living in a house for how many years. And then, let's see, 2005, I had bought my house and then moved in 2021. I came here. So, and I, got my apartment because I saw no reason to buy another house. That would just been ridiculous. And plus the houses are really expensive up here. So it was better just to, I was able to move by the blessing of my son, Ryan. I was able to move into this apartment and I'm very happy up here. It's big enough for me and my kitty and it, okay. So Will Fly said, I was going to say the move you made was a major move, lots to adapt to. Yeah, it was, Will. Yeah. And that's why, when I first moved to Michigan and I stayed with mom and dad for 8 months, it was a good thing. It was good that I was there while I waited for my apartment to be ready because I got, I came back home, got to be with mom and dad, spend those 8 months, with mom and dad. And I learned a lot about myself. It was a lot of adaptability. Yes. A lot of healing, a lot of growing. I learned because living with your parents is different than visiting them on vacation. You can visit for a week and go home. And there was a lot of different things, a lot of emotions went on. Definitely with the capital A, adaptability was definitely in the program when I moved there. But my mom, as soon as I got to the house, she had my room upstairs all ready for me and all that. So Scott said, dating my wife and her moving in was a big adaptation. I had never lived with anyone but family before my dad, bring the last one I lived with. Yeah, that would be. But I'm happy for you, Scott. I mean, if you find that your person, I mean, more power to you, That is cool. Like I said, I can tell you have the biggest heart in the world, and I'm very happy for you. Scuba says, Flo, oh, the kiss on my grits chick. I'm not sure maybe that's another conversation I missed here. I'm not sure, Scuba. Tony said, that's the flow I'm riding. She's playing captain for now. Oh, good God. Okay, we're going to move right along. Okay, Mr. Vegas? Yes. So we got that out of the way. Okay, so the next one is, which is kind of same with adaptation, I guess, transition. So it's a change from one thing to the next, either action or state of being, job, or transition. Every time I think transformation, I think of a butterfly, right? Going from a caterpillar to a butterfly. I think of that as a transition. That's what I think. But it says either by action. That's cool. Scott said he got married 2011. Oh, yeah, I remember that show. That's right, Alice. Yeah, she just passed away, didn't she? Yeah, she just passed away. Man, that's so cool, Scott. I'm happy for you. I am. You know, if you find that person, you find your person, heck yeah. You know, do it. I'm just not, like I said, I'm not ready to find that person. If it's meant to be, it'll just show up or whatever. And it was fun while it lasted. And you guys, we were remember on Scuba's show, I told you that my second husband, there was 15 years difference. I'm not going to say no names, 15 years difference or whatever. And it was quite the adventure, to say the least. A lot of rodeo trips and all that stuff, but it is what it is. And I feel like I'm a much better person, and I have to really thank him for thanking him that we're not together anymore. And it's okay. That's what I want to say. Lindy, the funny part is wifey and I are 4 years apart in age, and so are her parents. Careful, Linda. Walter might be watching and think he's got a shot. Oh no, he already knows, Tony. No, he already was crying the blues he was crying the blues at Scuba's show, I think. When I said, it ain't going to happen. Not going to happen. You can send me all the koalas you want, but no, that ain't going to happen. He's a good guy and everything, but no. Let's see. So anyway, so we talked about transition. All right. So, and then the next one is growth mindset. So this is kind of cool. He just wants a USA wife. Yeah. I don't think I just could not. I'm not ready to share my medicine cabinet yet. You know what I mean? I'm not ready to share my medicine cabinet. I'm just not. I'm happy with this. And it might not seem a lot to some people, but this is my life. This means a lot to me. I love my life. I love where I live. My family's all downstate. I've got everybody. And Scuba, Linda had the good drugs. Oh, yeah. Man, yeah. Well, you know what? The 70s were good to me. I had fun, right? I still lived at home, not a care in the world. Going out on the weekends, worked at my daddy's store. I always had money because I worked at my daddy's store, my daddy's grocery store. So, yeah, when I graduated and everything, and my friends and I, we all, would all do stuff together. And like I said, we'd go out to the disco bars and all that, and smoked some wacky tobacco, and 70s were good. Yeah, good. So Bill said he wants Australia wife. Wow, Bill, go for it. Yeah, I'm sure your girlfriend would appreciate you saying that in the chat. He wants. Well, I have to say the Aussie guys are pretty hot, but they would have to be younger. Yeah. Aussie guys are pretty hot. Okay, we're going to go with growth mindset, you guys. Embrace challenges. So, what kind of challenges did you embrace this year? Well, it's this year, last year, whatever. In life, what were your biggest challenges for you in life? My girlfriend just heard that comment, Linda. Well, what can I tell you? What can I say, Bill? You put it out there. I got to read the chat, right? I mean, I got it because people are listening. They want to see what everybody's saying, so they can be a part of it, part of the show, or if they want to jump in the chat, what I'm saying. So, what was your biggest challenge? Home state and starting over. Okay, that's a good one, Scuba. Yeah, exactly. Cheers to that. I hear that. I feel like that was my biggest challenge too. The stuff I put up with before I even moved here. But just the transformation coming back home and everything, that was pretty huge. That was a big time. But like I said, it helped me grow, helped me transform to be a better person, and helped me have more confidence in myself and everything. So, so maybe also I think, now I'm in the doghouse. Oh no, Bill. Oh no. Oh gosh. Oh boy. Poor Bill. Now I got him in trouble. I'm sorry, Bill. Like I said, I have to read everything in the chat. And so people that are listening don't feel like they're not in the chat. The other thing was, what else? Yeah, we said embrace challenges. Maybe a lot of the challenges too were not necessarily relationships. We'll get away from relationships. Well, Bill H says, I just try to be better than I was yesterday. There you go. That's an everyday thing. Scott said, learning how to repair equipment in a timely manner. When I changed the mechanic job at work, it was always push to get things going again. Yeah, that I'm sure that was a challenge. I remember working at Home Depot. Talk about challenges. Good Lord. They would put me at the pro desk. I had to deal with contractors all day long. And I had to do phone sales on the phone. I had to do phone sales, which scare the heck out of me. And Bill H hit on it. My biggest challenge is and always be me. That's right. Always will be me. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, my challenge at work was I had to get on the phone. I worked at the pro desk and I had to do phone sales. So you're actually, you're bringing up stuff, taking orders over the phone. What it was they have, the contractor boss man would have his worker come in and come to the pro desk and had buy a bunch of stuff, and then I'd have to like ring everything up, and then give the boss would give me his credit card number over the phone and all that stuff, and that we would call a phone sale. So I was always scared to death of doing phone sales. I really did not want to do it, but I had to learn it if I wanted to keep my job. And and I remember the managers, we would have a walk, they call a walk, and all the managers from different stores would come into our store, and they'd be walking the whole store. And I had to be ready for questions they were going to ask me, and I used to just freak out about that too, because there was a lot to remember. But anyway, that was my challenge as far as that work. That was crazy. Okay, so we're going to go on to the next one. This is good. Persist through growth mindset. Persist through setbacks. So we've all had setbacks in life, right? We've all had setbacks. It's part of life. But the secret is, how do you deal with some of these setbacks? My setback was, divorce after 18 years. That was my setback. And Bill said, Tony said, I love my Home Depot girls. Scott said, I'd never do customer service. And Bill H said, my Home Depot card is nice. Yeah, I have a Home Depot card too, but I don't need it now. Well, I had it when I bought stuff for my house, when I had my house, but that card can get you in trouble. And I remember we had to push credit cards on people, tell them if they open a card, they get 10% off and blah, blah, blah. And Scuba says, I went from good pay to crap. Luckily, I got a sugar mama. Yeah, you are. Yeah, Scuba. Thank God you got Munchkin. Holy moly. God bless her, I tell you. Yeah, I don't have no sugar daddy. It's okay though. No, I don't want Walter. No, Walter's not my sugar. I can't have a sugar. I need a sugar daddy. But think about it. The sugar daddy would have to be younger than me, because if I go sugar daddy older, he'd be 90 years old if I did the 15 years. But then if you do 15 years younger, yeah. So it's a little crazy, right? Yeah, I was a wild child in my 40s, went through that second divorce, and I was like, oh, hee-haw, let's party. That's pretty much what I did, which we all do when we go through a divorce, right? Let's see. Bill says, I have no income except a small Social Security check. Yeah, well, I'm just blessed. I'm making my bills and everything, and that's all I care about. I'm glad that I applied for Social Security when I did before it's all gone. Tony said my divorce wasn't a setback. It was a move in the right direction. Things are meant to happen. That's a good way of looking at it, Tony. Yeah. I have to say, that's very true. It was a step in the right direction, because otherwise I would have still been sitting in Arizona by myself. So this all worked out good. So, okay, so we went through the setbacks. Okay, now, let's see. View effort as a path to mastery. So, maybe to an effort to, improve your life, right? To master your life. That you are in charge of you and you are in charge of your life. I guess that's what that means. View effort as like you're making an effort to better yourself, kind of thing. I think that's what I've never heard that word before, mastery. So it means that you're taking charge of your life, I guess, and making it better. I'm the happiest I've ever been. So you don't understand the question? Well, look up the word, like you can Google the word mastery, see what it means. Mastery. A path, view effort, like you're making an effort to better your life, right? And you are the master of your life. You are in charge of your life. That's what I think it means. So you're making an effort to better your life. That's what I think it means. And then the other one is learn from criticism. So I'm the master. That's what I got out of that. Yeah. You are in charge of your life. You know what I'm saying? You are in the charge of your being. Like what? How can I say it? If you want to make your life better, if you don't, that's what I'm saying. You are in charge of you, because nobody's going to do it for you. I look at it. I was putting myself. Just tell her that. Okay. Bill said I have lost everything in the past: housewife, career. Then I got sober. 2008. Found PPG and life is good today. Amen to that. Amen to that. Yes, sober's good. Sober's good. I've been sober since, what did I say, July 22, 2022, July 18th, something like that is when I called Robert and I told him, I said, I'm done. I just didn't want to drink anymore. And I just didn't need it. And I called Robert and we prayed about it. And that was it. I never looked back. So, yeah. And I've had nothing but good things happen to me now. Nothing but good stuff. Scott said, to me, it's finding a way to put in the effort to be a master of something, like mastering a machine at work to the point you can walk up to it and know exactly what you need to do. Yeah, that's good. I like that answer. Yes. Thank you, Bill. Yeah, sober is good for those who like, that's okay. I don't, because I've been there, I drank like crazy. I really did. But I don't look down on anybody. That's your choice. I'm not going to preach to anybody like you need to quit drinking. That's your life and that's your choice. And my choice was to get sober. And so, like I said, I didn't go to classes. I didn't go to AA. I didn't do any of that. I just decided that I was tired of feeling that way. And I just stopped. And Just Wanna Fly's in the house. Hey, JD, how are you? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you, girl. I saw Facebook today. You got your footsie. I'm so happy. I call it footsie. Hope you don't mind. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for you. That's a really nice footsie too. It's pretty. Thanks, Will. Yeah, JD got, I forgot how you call that, JD, but I'll call it your new footsie. And it's a beautiful footsie too. It's pink. The pink footsie. Oh, that must be exhilarating to be able to stand up on your foot, stand up now. I mean, I think that is just be able to walk. That is I'm so excited for you, Jade. Much love, much love. Bill said, I like your new leg. JD, I'm so glad you're here tonight. I am so glad. Scott says, I enjoy drinking, but don't do it in excess or use that as a reason for my actions, but don't get mean or annoying. Yeah, I like I said, I got tired of it. I didn't like how I was feeling anymore. And I was going through wine like crazy and kept justifying to myself, that was okay and all that stuff. So anyway, we all make changes and we got to do it, do it for you, do it for yourself. And then the last one is, so you learn from criticism. So I had days at work where my boss would say, you go in for your reviews and your boss would say, I don't like, you need to start doing this and this. You need to start peeing on time kind of thing, watch your time. Make sure you're not using your phone at work too much, blah, blah, blah. And I remember I used to hate being criticized for that, so that was my thing. Nobody likes to be criticized, but, and Tony's asking how Eric's doing. I love you, Eric. If you're listening, I love you, buddy. Close to my heart, close to my heart. Just Wanna Fly said they say the swelling will go down, and the more I walk with it, Bill H. At Bill H. That's good. That's good. I'm really happy about it. Jade, what did the doggies do when they saw it? I bet they were like, what the heck is this? Were they looking at it? Like when you walk around in the house with it, do they sniff your foot now? Like, what is this thing? It's so dang pretty though. I love it. I love this. I love the smile on your face, JD. When you first put that your new foot on, that your new footsie. I just love it. Absolutely love it. I'm excited, very, very excited for you. Um, so you guys, the criticism. So what things, could said transformation or whatever is also sometimes accepting criticism and just move on, right? Um, there you go. And if the swelling goes down, then you can have a thicker sock with padding if that's what's hurting, Scuba said. Yeah, I'm going to get, JD, I'm going to get you on the show. I'll get you in the studio. You let me know what week you want to, jump in the studio with me, and we'll get you right in there. Let's see. Just Want to Fly saying to Tony, he's okay. He had a checkup today. This is Eric. And all his blood work is doing much better. I just got in the house and they were too busy and wanted to eat and sit on my lap. Oh, the doggies. Yeah, they love you. I love those doggies. And Scott said, I'd say adapting is something Jade has more experience with than most. Amen to that. Oh my gosh. Absolutely. Yeah, and that's another thing when I talking about, maybe next week we're going to talk, maybe we'll talk like willpower next week. I didn't realize how much willpower I had till I decided to quit drinking. Seriously. Yeah, it would have been really easy to months later start up again if I wanted to, going to visiting somebody's house or go through the holidays. I think the first holiday was the hardest, that I didn't drink through the holiday. But I'm glad that I didn't, and I adapted to that. Just Want to Fly said, Scuba, we went from my appointment to Eric's, and my leg loosened up, that my leg was turning, and I didn't have an extra sock along. I know how now to carry extras. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. And Just Want to Fly said it will be now Scott Savage. That is for sure. Oh God, I just yeah. And how does the saying go? You don't know how strong you are till you have to be. And that goes through many, 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 many phases of life, right? Many phases. Everybody's different. And maybe you guys share your story. What was something that happened with you that you had to be strong? What that you had to be strong, as the saying goes. Anybody have anything they want to share in the chat? You didn't know you had to be strong till you had to be strong. Something like that. Scott says, I can't imagine going through that. That's willpower to not give up. JD, you're such an inspiration. I bet you did, Jade. JD said, I walked out of my appointment in tears of joy. It's been a long 1.5 years. JD, you're going to be such an inspiration to everybody. You already do inspire me. You do. And if I would have been there, I would have been crying with you. I was crying just reading that. It's a mind thing, just like trying to help someone quit smoking. You can't help if they really don't want to quit. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I was just thinking how hot buttered Steve is. Steve Minty, you saw on Facebook, he's trying to quit smoking, and he's having a really rough time with it. And then Angie's, she's healing up from her surgery and all that. I haven't heard anything about JT. I guess he's on the mend, so I'm really super happy about that. But okay, so we're going to play a game. All right. We're going to play a game, and I'm going to ask you guys the question. All right. We're going to do my little question thing. Scuba says he has made it past the hardest part. Yeah. Eric, I love Eric and Jade, and they're my family, are very close to my heart. like I said, that 2022, my life changed, and I'll put that proudly on Facebook. And I want to inspire other people that that you put your mind to it and jump out of that comfort zone. That it's in the long run, it's going to help you grow. And that was the beginning of my. Okay, I'm getting emotional, but that was the beginning of my journey in 2022 when I went up on my first tandem. I know I talk about it a lot, but yeah, that was my transformation right there. When I went up in the air and I landed, from then on, my life was never the same. It was never the same. I felt like me again. I didn't feel worthless. Honestly, my self-esteem was not the greatest then. Yeah, and now look at me. I have my show on Thursday nights, and you guys come in, you hang out and everything, and life is funny that way. You know, life has a way of things working out, and this is where God wants me to be. So I'm just going to stay here. Okay, so now we're going to play my game like we did last week. So I want you guys you can answer in the chat. Okay, you're going to fill in the blank. Remember what we did last week? And thank you so much for hanging with me in Lindy's Treehouse tonight. I'm Paramount USA, in case you all jumping in watching the show and all that stuff. Like I said, I have to thank all my subscribers. I got 107. I'm still working on 110 to get to 110, but I appreciate y'all. So, okay, so we're going to fill in the blanks. Okay, everybody listening? Sometimes I like to pretend that what? So put that in the chat. Sometimes I like to pretend that what? And you guys say your answer, then I'll say mine. Okay. Sometimes I like to pretend that what? You like to pretend like that you're rich. Yeah, sometimes I like to pretend I'm rich, but I'm not. But sometimes I like to pretend that I can jump out of an airplane or something. So what do you guys say? Put in the chat. Sometimes I like to pretend that what? This is a PG show, right? Oh, I knew that was coming, Tony. As soon as I read this, I'm like, I knew Tony was going to jump in there and say something. Well, yeah, it is PG. Yeah. So you like to pretend that. Put something in the chat. What do you like to pretend that what? Mr. Vegas, poor Angela. A rich would be nice, yes. At Tony, go on. Yeah, he's gonna say, Tony, go on. Money doesn't matter to me. Okay, so Scuba. Scuba already put his answer in. So Scott, what do you think? Sometimes I like to pretend that what? That like to. Oh, I know. Maybe you could say. Sometimes I like to pretend that I'm flying because in the wintertime, everybody wants to fly, Joe Odell, if you're out there listening, I'm just saying, hey, jump on in the chat if you're listening, because I know you are. Charlie Wash, I know you're out there too. Y'all listen to my show. Jump in the chat, say hey. And Robert Michaels, I know you're out there. You might be listening, you might not, but I told him I sent him the link, told him to jump in the chat. Okay, let's go on the next one. Let's see. My favorite season is based on what? What is your favorite season? I don't know. Now, I don't know if we're talking season weather or season on your food, but my favorite season is based on what? That's kind of weird, huh? How would you answer that? Summer. Okay, that's cool. Just want to fly, says summer. Will Fly. Okay, so see, this could have two meanings. Will Fly says pepper. My favorite season is based on pepper. Okay. I like I like a lot of the spicy seasoning, and yeah, I like spring and summer is good. Yes, because now in Michigan, fall, and in Wisconsin, right? It's still cold. It's still cold. Tony's not at. Tony's just laughing because we know where this is going, Tony. All right, here's another one. Look at this book, 1,000 Things You Don't Know About Me. My son Ryan bought this for me. I thought that was so cool. And I said, I'm going to use that on my show. Okay, so here's another one. Okay, the next one is, when I want to be alone, I what? Well, now that question there, if I want to be alone, like if I want to be alone, like I just have my kitty, so I'm not like you guys that you have significant others in your life. And it says that, if you want to be alone, what do? You go flying? Lock the doors. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Tony, will you get your mind out of the gutter? Okay, get your mind out of the gutter, dude. Jeez. I'm just the messenger here, okay? Yeah, if I want to be alone and go to the bathroom, right? I gotta shut the door because my kitty likes, Molly likes to follow me around, and I can't have her sitting there in the bathroom when I'm going to the bathroom. Saying goes, she sits there and watches me. I'm like, okay, okay, okay. Let's see this one here. Oh no, we won't do that one. Okay. This one says, I hope to move to. So if you had a choice and you could move anywhere in the world, where would you move? Now, Bill said if I had this new car paid off, I'd feel rich. Scott says I don't talk to people and make an effort to avoid people. Not you, Scott. No way. You're not that way. You're a nice guy. You're a nice guy. Somewhere warmer. There you go. Yep. Yep. Maybe Florida, Jade? Would you move to Florida? Everybody seems to want to go to Florida. Don't go to California. Prayers to everybody that's in California right now. I've been following it all day. Tony says, Param, that's where I would like to be. And Dubai, how do you say those words? And Bill said Costa Rica. And Scuba said Florida would be great except for hurricanes. Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. I don't know. A lot of people moved to Texas too. But Texas got snow. Did you guys see that? Texas had snow today. And New Mexico. They all got snow. And it did snow. And we had a dusting last night, right? But nothing crazy. And Will said, I think Mexico has a few vacancies, just saying. Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, let's see. We can keep playing here. Okay, how about my favorite color makes me feel? So what is your favorite color like when you get dressed for the day or whatever? Sometimes I like my pink. I like a lot of my pink shirts and stuff. I always feel good in certain colors. I don't like grays on me. I don't really like, I'm not big on yellows, either wearing yellows. I'm pretty good at picking out clothes as far as colors, I think guys with red hair should not be wearing red shirts, as the saying goes. Pink happy, that's right. That's right, just want to fly. Pink happy. Next one is, let's see. Okay, let's do the hobby I just started recently. And Scuba says, we all know I love blue. Reminds me of water and sky. That's cool. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Scott said dark purple and black are your favorites. Okay. That's good. Yeah. I have my favorite like white sweater on tonight. This thing is super warm. But there's certain colors, like gray colors or whatever. I love my silly socks, right? Everybody has socks, SOCKS. And I got a bunch of new socks for Christmas, and I'm going to stock up for the summer. I like all the printed socks they have out there. It's pretty fun. Okay, so let's see what else. Okay, let's put one of my greatest strengths is what? What is your greatest strength? Put it in the chat. My greatest strength, I think, is just I love inspiring people. I love putting things on Facebook and inspire people. I think that's my greatest strength. I love to make people laugh. Like last week, I'm sure I made everybody laugh on my show. It was like pretty crazy. And to think I got 90 views on that, and I was all over the place. Well, that was Miss Molly, the drama and all that stuff. I'm really having a good time with this. So what did I say? One of my greatest strengths. So what do you guys, what do you think your greatest strength is? Or I'm not going to put greatest assets, your assets, because I know something else is going to come out of that. So, but your greatest strength, what do you think it is? Like I said, mine is just inspiring people. Just want to fly, so getting out of bed nowadays. Yeah, I believe that. And you're doing an awesome job, JD. And you inspire me. And I think you're going to inspire a lot of people. I really do. And I'm looking forward to getting you on the show when you're ready. Okay. I'm not going to, I'm not going to bother you up, pick on you. I like to have to come on the show or whatever, but you let me know when you're ready. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, so Scott said toss up between enduring pain and still going to work and finding someone to learn at work and helping them learn something. That's cool. That's what it's about, Will. See, this is a show about how I got to make you think. It makes you think, right? And it's good because, yeah, it keeps your brain busy. That's what you want to do, especially my age. That's why I do the show. Kramer said, howdy, y'all. Just got a few minutes between trucks, so I'm checking in. It's 36 degrees and it's raining. Wish it would. I lost her. Hold on here. What'd she say? Oh, okay. I'm checking in. It's 36 degrees. Oops. Okay. I got to scroll down. And raining. Wish it would snow so I could go home. All the bridges are black ice. Oh my God, girl, you better be careful. You better be careful. Everybody, and she's saying, hi, JD. Yeah, I missed you, Kramer. I missed you, dang it. I missed you being on the show. Got to put up all the shenanigans here by myself. But I love my shenanigans. Shenanidogs. I call you my shenanidogs. That's what my supervisor used to call me at work because I was always up to shenanigans. I'm all about shenanigans. If you all know me, yes. Let's see. What was the question I asked? I got sidetracked here. So the thing, what's okay? Let's go with. Let's see. Okay, the most supportive person in my life is. So you got to tell me, who's your support? Who's your support? Most supportive person? I have to say my most supportive person, well, my sister's Judy, it's family. I know that. But she's always there for me. And So I have to say a shout out to my sisters. Judy, happy birthday, Judy, if you're listening. But my family, all in all, my family is very supportive of me. I don't have a significant other to say, he's so supportive of me. I'm just, do what I have to do every day, right? So, Tony Marzano's at going to, oh, he said bingo. Oh, I thought you were saying Tony was going to bingo. Okay, so let's see. I'm reading some of these here, so I'm trying to keep it. What I love about my favorite dessert. So what's your favorite dessert? And Scott said, my wife putting up with me being grumpy and helped me find my center. There you go. And Kramer saying hi to everybody in the chat. She said she misses me. Maybe I can retire soon. Fingers crossed. I hope so. I'm praying for you, girl. I'm praying for you. So I don't know why the lettering is so tiny in this book. Yeah. What I love about my favorite dessert is Tony, don't care how much someone says it will be a good time. Just saying. There you go. Bingo. Oreo Blizzard. Finally, one I could answer. See, I'm making you think, Will. I know your brain's probably hurting. You should know now. By now, my show is I always like, stir the pot here. I got to get everybody's brain working. And Kramer said your favorite dessert is a steak. Oh, yeah, I believe it. Tony says, now give me a craps table. Now you're talking. Okay. Scott said orange cranberry scones. He says mother-in-law makes orange cranberry scones. Ooh. I'm not I like cranberry apple juice, but I don't know about the orange cranberry together, but I guess, it's not for everybody. What's my favorite dessert? It's probably carrot cake. I love carrot cake. I haven't bought carrot cake in forever. Some things, remember some things you used to be able to eat and then you can't eat it anymore. So I can't even, unless I get lactose-free ice cream, I can't do ice cream anymore. It doesn't like my tummy. Just doesn't. Okay, this is a good one. One place I think is haunted is what? Oh, I drink my cranberry. So you can keep drinking? Yeah. You put, I guess it's vodka, right? That was a big thing at tailgating. Put vodka in your cranberry juice. Yeah, be safe, Kramer. I love you. Please be safe. Oh, cheesecake is awesome. I love cheesecake. Let's see. What I'm looking at, let's see what time. Okay, we're good. We'll probably shut down the show at 9:30. It's all good. Unless you guys want to hang out more. Let's see. Okay, so we did the dessert. Oh yeah, the place that's haunted. Yeah, the world is haunted. Yes. That's for sure. One place that is haunted. I don't know. Some of the houses, the old historic houses, up here, we have a lot of history up here, a lot of historical homes, beautiful homes. But I wonder some of them. There's actually a hotel up here. Jade, you probably know, and it's they say that it's haunted. And a lot of people have stayed there or whatever. It's for the rich stay there. Is it haunted, really? I remember one time, well, this is when the kids were little, and their dad and I and the kids, we went and spent the night at our friend's place or whatever. They told us we could spend the night there. Yeah, the Grand Hotel. Yes, Bill. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yep, it's haunted. That's what everybody says. And like I was saying, the family, as family went to, it was my ex's friend's house, whatever, the kid's dad. And we spent the night there. I remember waking up in the middle of the night, and I swear somebody walked in the room, just walked in the room, and the kids were all asleep in the room with me. And I talked to Ryan about it one day, and he remembers that night, and he saw the same thing. He said, "Yeah, Mom, I think that was a ghost." It was like the strangest, it was like the weirdest thing. Like somebody just, like, we woke up and it looked like, somebody was standing in the room. And that's just crazy. But I remember that. Oh, really? Oh, Scott says, "Yep, I see a cat. We don't own every now and then. Nothing malicious." Wow. Yeah. Maybe next week we should talk about dreams, huh? I'm going to do some research on dreams. I think that would be fun. Talk about dreams. Why people come into your, why you dream, like people come into your dreams that have passed away and things like that. I'm a very spiritual person, and we're getting all into this. I'm like, I believe in ghosts. I believe in spirits. Tony said, "I don't believe in ghosts until I think I saw one, and then even then, yeah." I bet some of the casinos in Vegas and some of the hotels in Phoenix and Vegas are haunted. I remember. Okay, so Tony, there was a hotel in Vegas that me and my boyfriend at the time or whatever, we stayed at this hotel in Vegas, and it was an older hotel, Tony, and I think it was in the older part of Vegas, Las Vegas, and it was a big white building. Do you remember what the name of it was? And I remember we went in there. We were going to stay the night, and it was so creepy that when we walked up to our room, well, actually the floors were all creaking, and the elevator was creaking and everything. Do you remember that? Do you know what I'm talking about, Tony? That was probably in 2000, maybe 2004, something like that. 2003, maybe we were in Vegas. I don't know if it was a Golden Nugget, but it was. I remember it was in the older part of. It was in the older part of Vegas, and it was a white building. I remember it was like a white building, but it was in Old Town. It was in Old Town, and it was. I wonder if it's still there, but it was maybe. But it was an older building, as saying goes, and it was. It might have been the Golden Nugget, but that was a long time ago. It had such good reviews and everything, right? It could be, but I just remember it was separated kind of from the, it was a hotel. So I just remember it was an older hotel. And when we went up to the room, they had this old television on looked like a old dresser. Everything was really ancient in there. And I looked at the bed, and the bed was all creepy. We went in the bathroom. It was something psycho. And so we pretty much got the heck out of there and got our money back, went somewhere else. I can't, yeah, it was pretty fun. It was, I don't remember where we ended up staying. Maybe we ended up staying at the Golden Nugget. But I bet there's a lot of stories to tell in Vegas. My gosh. I've stayed at the Riverside in Las Vegas. I've stayed there before. Stayed at, well, that was in Riverside's in Laughlin. Do you go to Laughlin very often, Tony? Do you go to Laughlin? That's a fun little town. I don't know how much it's changed, but I used to love to go there every year. A lot of rodeos back in the day were at in Laughlin. So, But yeah, maybe next week we'll do something on like dreams and ghosts and all that stuff. I think that'd be fun. If you guys are all, if you're all up to it, the saying goes, we can do a show on that. Um, let's see. So we said one thing like I said, I bet there's a lot of casinos, places are haunted in Las Vegas. Okay, so this one here, this is good. This is good. Only in the summertime? Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I've been I went to Las Vegas when it was scorching hot and when it was freezing cold. I remember walking the strip. Crazy. Okay, so this one, if I had $1 million, the first thing I would do is what? If you had $1 million? Yeah, the river, Colorado River. Oh, are you talking about the riverside or the Colorado River? Colorado River, yes. Yeah, they have a casino up here, but I don't gamble, so I get too mad when I lose money. Invest it. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I would pay off some debt, pay off some credit cards, But I don't know. Probably give some money to my sons, and they would tell me, "Mom, keep your money, keep it. Pay off the car. There you go. There you go." Yeah, I sold my truck before I left Arizona, so I don't need it. I don't need a vehicle up here. I got everything I need. Hopefully enough have left over to buy a nice Blazer. Tony, aren't you guys? Are you guys getting a camper, or is that Scuba's getting a camper? Who's getting the camper? Pretty excited for you. Just wondered who's getting the camper. Scott said, invest, pay off debt, and get a job. I enjoy something part time. Well, there you go. Buy a ranch for paramotors. No kidding. There you go. There you go. There was something else that was on Facebook, and you guys probably all saw it at Torrey Pines, and they're looking for this dude because this dude was flying a drone, and the paraglider, the drone got caught. I don't know if it was intentional, but the drone got caught in this guy's wing, and he had to emergency land, I guess the saying goes, and they're pretty PO'd about it. And I wish Robert was here so he could talk about it, give me more insight on it or whatever, because he flies Torrey Pines sometimes in California. So I need to get my drone guy on here, maybe to be a guest some week. That'd be kind of cool, right? I think that would be awesome. Ryan, that's right. Remember Ryan Rides? Is it Ryan? Yeah, Ryan. Tony said, will a drone cut your lines if it gets into them? It probably could. Who wouldn't enjoy having? Yeah, no kidding. That would be nice, wouldn't it? I don't even play the lottery because I don't have that kind of luck, winning that money. I can't even win money on a scratch off ticket. You know what I mean? So anyway, maybe I'll get Ryan Rides. I'll get him on here, Ryan, if you're listening, and maybe I'll get him to come on the show of Augusta and talk about the drones and all that, see what he's been doing. That would be kind of fun since drones seem to be the big conversation lately, all over Facebook and everything. Maybe he can give us some insight on, different things with the drones. And all I know is those things are huge. I've seen, well, didn't they have the drones all kind of flying in California over those fires and everything? And that's a whole different, those poor people. Oh my gosh. That is just, I know I have to put my news on so I can keep following the fires and stuff. I was like kind of hanging, thinking maybe because Robert's probably just getting home from work. Sometimes he jumps in the chat, but he's always so busy because over there it's only 5:30. Oh, Avery, yeah, maybe I should get Avery on. Maybe I'll get Avery back on. Get him on my show and he can talk about it. Yeah, that's when isn't that when the drones first started coming out? People started talking about them and everything. I remember Ryan, that was his business, but then Avery, yeah, I haven't seen Avery too much on Facebook, so maybe that's a good idea, Scuba. Maybe I could go talk to Avery too. But I had a lot of fun tonight with you guys. I really appreciate everybody. You guys, you just, I don't know. I just get so happy when Thursdays and I can open up my show and my chatters jump on, and if I don't see my chatters right away, then I'm all like staring at the chat room. Hello, hello. And I get excited, and yes. Yeah. See, I made you think, Will. I know your brain probably hurts now. Does your brain, when I do these things, you go, God, I can't think. You get like that ice cream headache when you eat your blizzards too fast. Is that what it is? The ice cream. I hate that. You guys get ice cream headache. Yes. Yeah. Next week, maybe we'll talk about, I don't know. You never know. Talk about dreams. Maybe I'll have a guest come in the studio next week. I never know. I always like to surprise everybody. So I appreciate everybody here tonight. We had fun kind of talking about different things. And like I said, I always like to make everybody think and answer questions and all that. And that's what it's about. And this way I'm learning. Every time I do this show, I'm learning more about myself, and I'm accepting myself, all the little quirks that I do on the show. I used to like rewatch the show and I'd be like, I can't believe I said that. Like last week when I messed up on Stephen Minty. I rewatched it and I'm like, yep, I said it. And Scuba and Munchkin know what I said. And I was like, what the heck did I say? So you just kind of take it all in stride. So so before we leave, I always read the last of the last to you guys. And before we all head out. So I'm going to read, let's see, which one did I find? Okay. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to read this a little closing, okay? Have the courage to find the magic in the day. Go out of your way to appreciate the deserving things here before you people who matter, place that will inevitably change. And let me read that again. Good Lord. Have the courage to find the magic in the day. Go out of your way to appreciate the deserving things here before you. People who matter, places that will inevitably change, and circumstances that get rearranged too easily. Do more than stop and smell the roses. Search them out. Plant new seeds in the places you pass by. That's cool. I like that. And then if someone has made a difference in your life, let them know. And so I'm letting you know that you guys make a difference in my life just by being here every Thursday. And I appreciate that. Okay, so and remember that there's more to appreciate in this moment than we realize. Believe me, and that is true. Years from now, the truth of this will shine, and none of your sincere regrets will not be knowing how good you had it at the time. So, yeah. So I love y'all. I never take life for granted. Every day is an adventure, and we want to wake up to, the positive and all that. And like I said, I started walking. I went back on my walks yesterday. I went to the college, walked the indoor track. They have a beautiful indoor track, and I walked my 5 miles yesterday. And I'm going to walk again tomorrow. So I always make goals for myself and everything. So this was good. So thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate every one of you. Yeah, let me know if you ever want to just hang out in the studio with me on the show. Let me know ahead of time, and I'll send you the link, and you can hang out in the studio. And you can help me read the chat and all that. So y'all have a good night. I love you bunches. Let's not forget Tuesday night. Never trust a skinny chef, Shane. Okay, with his lovely wife, Krista, and Nick J, and Will Fly. We always have a good time. I love their show. Lots of laughs every time I watch it. Okay, and then Wednesday night, we'll see in time. Maybe we'll have JD back. I love you, JD. I love you, Eric. And then Thursday night, of course, it's Paramount USA is here with Lindy's Treehouse. Y'all climb up the treehouse. We have lots of fun, conversation. We play little games, all that. And then, of course, Friday is Scuba Vapes. And so check out his show on Friday night. So I love it. Like I said, I love doing this for you guys. I enjoy it. I always look at it's not a competition. We all just hang out together. I follow your show. You follow my show. We all just meet up in the middle, or you meet up in the treehouse on Thursdays and all that. So please be safe. Prayers to everyone in California right now. I keep, praying. Please keep prayers going for Robert that the fires do not get to them. So far, so good. But as a mama, I worry about my kids. And so say a prayer for them and all that stuff. So I'm going to sign off. You guys have a great day. Be blessed. Lots of blessings to everybody. I love you bunches. And I'll see you next week. Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you. Gotta go like this, and we gotta say bye. Well, we gotta say bye. End stream. Goodbye.